We'll chant for some time, please. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Krishna, Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Let's everybody chant together. One round. It's called congregation chanting. Japa means we do all at our own pace. Congregation chanting means in one rhythm. As I start, it's not learning of us together. Ram Shivadaya Krishna 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 Bhakti Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Vicharani Guru Vishesh Nimani Pasyatya Deshapani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Vedanta Krishna Sadhu Gaura Bhakti. Let's do it. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. 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 Yashodanandana Brajanandana Yamuna Tirabhanachari. Yashodanandana Yamuna Tirabhanachari. Yashodanandana Brajanandana Yamuna Tirabhanachari. Yashodanandana Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. Yashodanandana Brajanandana Yamuna Tirabhanachari. Yashodanandana Brajanandana Yamuna Tirabhanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री गौर निताय भगवान की जय, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़े गुरु परंपरा सांप्रदाय की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपः तमां वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष सभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचे श्रीविष्णु 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 हरे कृष्ण हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण welcome everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'm very grateful that all of you have come here. All of you who are facing me have to turn your head towards a little right and look at that corner. Can you see that corner? That corner where the building is coming. That corner. The whole MC team of this community have decided there is going to be a temple there. And the proposal is being put in the next AGM. And you know whose temple is coming? Krishna temple. Haribol. This is only possible if all of you support. We need a unanimous 400 par. यहाँ पे भी we are 600 residents here. We want it to be 400 plus. इसके लिए after this today's session, I would spend a little time explaining how we will achieve that, and we have to do that in the next 2 weeks. Signed agreement from all the residents, all the owners of the flats. तब कोई नहीं रोक सकता. क्या मल्होत्रा जी करना है? लाना है कृष्ण को यहाँ पे. हरि बोल. बस. See, this is the effect of reading Bhagavad Gita in this place. Everything is Krishna is arranging. There was a proposal made. The disciple of Chinnajit Swami Maharaj, he came. He reviewed the whole community. He found 3 places where the temple can be established according to Vastu, and the perfect place that can be done. There are 3 different places. On the dais also, there is a fountain there. There is one place. Another corner, there is another place. And this is another place. Among the 3, this is the most ideal because the temple has to be on the ground. If the temple is on the ground, it's touching the ground. That is the best place to have the temple. And
space is also
exactly. And this place will not be given anymore for any commercial activities. This will be only for devotional activities. Very good. Yeah, only we can celebrate all other festivals like Diwali, Sankranti, Navratri, everything can be done here, but not for any birthdays or receptions or any of those things. Only Prasad will be honored in this place. How beautiful it will be. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. But all this is only possible, has been only possible because you all are regularly attending here. You know? And Krishna has seen the desire. Okay, you all are regularly attending, so I'll create the more facility for you. Right? Create more facility for us. And this should happen in all societies. Every society should have a temple. Right? So मंदिर कहाँ बनाएंगे? यही बनाएंगे. अभी हमारा अभियान चालू हो रहा है. हरे कृष्णा. Jai. So I was very happy to hear that in the last MC meeting, and amazed everything is being arranged. Devotees are being arranged. And 7th of July, mark your calendars, is the Rath Yatra in this community, Jagannath Rath Yatra. Right. So 7th of July, it's a Sunday. The same day where Jagannath Rath Yatra happens in Orissa also. This time we are able to do it on the same day because it is a Sunday. And our little satsang that we have in Gachibowli, in which we do satsangs in many communities, just like me, there are many others. In our small satsang team, we are doing in my home Vihanga, my home Avatar, my home, uh, Ankura, my home, Jewel. All my homes we are touching most of it. Aparna Zenith, right? Green Grace Apartments, Bachpali Ramalayam, BHEL Ramalayam, uh, and shortly we're starting in Lanza Britannia and NCC Urban. All these communities, right as we speak, at this very point, satsangs are happening. And we together are doing 18 Rath Yatras this year. Yeah, 18 Rath Yatras in 4 days. बहुत काम है. Hare Krishna. Yes, that is the desire that Janana should go to every house and you should give darshan to everybody. Okay, you don't want to come and see me, I am coming to see you. That's a merciness, that's a mercifulness of God. He comes out of his temple and gives darshan. And 7th of April, we are all going to be there. And once again, reminding, keep no other priority other than that. Yes, Prabhuji.
7th April, I think, is a important meeting also here.
Yes, we are.
And that is a very important meeting because the temple.
Yes, yes. Let me see what can be done.
We can change slightly.
Yeah, yeah.
That will be better, I think.
Let me see what can be done.
Otherwise, people will be there who will oppose this.
Yes, yes, yes. Most probably, we might move our date 7th to 14th.
Yeah, that will be better.
That might happen. But at this present point, just keep it as 7th or 14th. If I may request Harshal Prabhu to coordinate this group, right? So Prabhuji will float, message in the group, and everybody attending the satsang only have to come. Only their families are allowed, not any other family just coming for the yatra. As I said, we are not tour operators; we are satsang operators, right? Because we need the right consciousness. Everybody should be chanting. When you go in that consciousness, the yatra also will be filled with that consciousness. नहीं तो वहाँ जाके लैंड रेट्स के बारे में बात करेंगे वहाँ जाके there's no point, right? धाम को जा रहे हैं तो धाम का consciousness होना चाहिए. So everybody attending the satsang are invited, and we'll be taking a bus and going. We'll start the bus around 6 o'clock sharp. 8 o'clock we'll reach. 10 o'clock we'll finish the darshan. You have to get 2 pairs of clothes. Better wear pant shirt and come to enter. धोती कुर्ता के साथ पानी में जाना मुश्किल है, तो पानी यहाँ तक आता है, तो बहुत अच्छा रहता है. एकदम अंदर तक जाएंगे, भगवान का दर्शन करेंगे, वापस आएंगे, then we'll change our clothes. For Mataji, there is a separate room to change your clothes. You can very well bring. And from there, we are going to a beautiful Lord Shiva's temple, where we will do pravachan and prasadam. And breakfast also will be arranged as soon as you reach there. Lunch that will be arranged as soon as you reach there. Everything will be calculated in part of the service cost that is going to be incurred. I'm sure we all will have a wonderful time taking darshan of Sri Nrsingadev in Bidar. Hari Bol. So mark your dates, 7th and 14th. And after that, maybe in the month of September, I'm thinking of a Vrindavan Yatra. And we all can go for 4 to 5 days at least, maybe a week, right? We all will go to Vrindavan Yatra, we'll visit the main places there. We'll actually go to the place where Lord Krishna was tied to the grinding motor by Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj's house, right? Many other places. It's a beautiful place. I'm going temporarily in the month of April to Jaipur and a little bit of Vrindavan and coming back. But definitely we'll plan a yatra sometime in September. That is for sure. Hare Krishna. Jai. अयोध्या में प्लान करेंगे. बहुत जगह पे जाना है. बहुत जगह पे जाना है. I'm actually puzzled whether we should do Ayodhya or Vrindavan. So let me see what works. There is a chance. Huh? Yeah, but leave with the milna chahiye na. Otherwise you take your boss also with you. Yeah, we're doing a lot of yatras. And recently, last week, I'm just sharing. It's something very important in our lives. Me and my wife, we went to Bombay just all of a sudden, and we got the second diksha from my Guru Maharaj. That is called Brahmana Diksha. So we got the mercy. So we're not qualified, but because of the mercy of the Vaishnavas, we got the diksha, which means now we can cook for God in the temple. We can get onto the altar and we can do some more services directly to the deities. Though we're not qualified, we have to take training for that. It's not like we just go inside. There is a whole training of Shastra that we have to go through, and which also means we can do more services, right? So I request all of you to please bless us, me and my wife, so we can continue in our services. Hare Krishna. This is a close family, so I can't. How can I not share something important in my life? So first initiation is called Harinam initiation, where the Guru gives Hare Krishna Mahamantra. After we chant 16 rounds for minimum 3 years without any gaps, right? Then you can qualify yourself to ask for initiation. And then you can choose any Guru in ISKCON. We have many, many Gurus who are giving Diksha. And you have to follow the four regulative principles, namely, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex, right? And intoxication includes tea and coffee. That's most important. Yeah, for 3 years you have to follow that, and then chant 16 rounds minimum, and then you can, and you're serving. You have to serve in the mode of Krishna consciousness. Do Rath Yatras, serve in the Satsangs, contribute wherever you can, and when you're in the mood of that service for 3 years, then your name is sent to whichever guru you choose. There are many gurus in ISKCON. There's only Japataka Swami Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Loknath Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, Bhaktikas Maharaj, so many Maharajas. So you can choose them, and when they are available, when they are giving, then your names will go, and you will get your spiritual identity, spiritual name, which you can remember. Like my material name, my parents have given is Venkata Lakshman Reddy, but my guru gave a name Leelananda Das. So actually, Das is my name. Leelananda is a form of the Lord that I have to remember. So this is the initiation process. A human being, if he has taken birth, his real birth is when he takes initiation. Because every other living entity takes the first birth. But पैदा तो सभी होते हैं, सारे जीव रास होते हैं, लेकिन the second birth is very important, which is when you actually awaken towards spiritual consciousness, and that birth is called initiation, right? So I pray in front of the Panchabhutas and Sri Radha Gopi Vallabh in my heart that all of you here should take that step in your life, at some point before it's too late. Because when you take initiation, you get mercy of the Lord, and next life, there should not be a next life. And even if it is, you will take birth in a Vaishnava family or in a great aristocratic family and continue your spiritual life. It's a very, very important step that we take. So that's the first initiation. It's called Harinam initiation, where you're given the chanting mala from your guru. The second initiation is called Brahmana Diksha, where you are assigned the Brahmanical duties of serving the deities, cooking for the deities, and doing certain more services like Abhishekam, dealing with more purer services that we have to do. We get a thread, Brahmanical thread we get. Matajis and Prabhujis both can. My wife was sitting beside me, I was so happy. We both were taking the initiation. I was getting from my guru who was sitting right beside me, studying the mantras, which we have to do. Gayatri 3 times in a day. Apart from the Hare Krishna mantra, we also have to do Gayatri. And then the third initiation is Sannyas Diksha. I don't think, I don't know, I don't think that will, because it's not important that you take sannyas and do preaching. If you're a grahastha, you can be a grahastha and you can continue your preaching. The sannyas is when you are materially dead. Sannyas ashram means you're materially dead. You don't have a relative, you don't have a wife, you don't have a parent, you don't have a son. All you think about is Krishna, and all you do is spreading Krishna consciousness. That's it. Right? So, but Prabhupada said, if a grahastha is able to do that with his wife and children and serving the society in the perfect way, he's better than a sannyasi. These are Prabhupada's words. I'm not that. But I'm just trying to tell you that ashram is all about shelter. Ashram means shelter. And in each ashram, we take shelter of Krishna. So there are 4 ashrams, right? There is Brahmacharya, there is Grihastha, there is Vanaprastha, and there is Sannyas. Chaturvarna Maya Shreshta. There are 4 Varnas and 4 ashramas. 4 Varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These are the 4 Varnas, which is the head, the shoulders, the muscles, the limbs and the legs, right? So you need a head also, you need arms also, you need the whole nervous system also, and you also need the legs and hands to do the work. So which is more important? All are important, right? So Chatur Varna Maya Sheshtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. So this is the whole spiritual system that we have in the Sanatan Dharma, and the most respected and revered and core system, and which is what is coming back. Which is what is coming back. Mera Bharat, Mahan. Yes, loudly. Mera Bharat, Mahan. Mera Bharat, Mahan. Yes. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Yes. If somebody is thinking I'm talking about a political party, you are rightly thinking I'm talking about a political party. So what if I'm talking about a political party? If any party is supporting this, that is what we need to. That is what we need to support, and we need to be cautioned. We need to have the right knowledge. We need to have the right understanding of what is Shastra. Why did Mahabharata happen? Why was Bhagavad spoken? Why are we called Sanatanis? And what is the meaning of Sanatana Dharma? Right? And what is the goal of Sanatana Dharma? This thing should be very, very clear in our heads. We are not here against any believer, any religion. We are not against it. But if somebody comes and stops or creates a hindrance in my belief, I know how to use the Brahmastra also. Right? And I would not hesitate to do that. And that is what Sanatana Dharma teaches. And Dharma means to go back to God. And the process that we have to follow to go back to God in the age of Kali is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And and this is something that we have to spread the message to every town and village, every house at our own capacity. We have to do that. And if there is a government in the country which is facilitating this and which is making this happen, then I think we should support it. And I think we should make sure that such kind of government continues instead of supporting people who are coming on the public audience and telling Sanatana Dharma is a disease, Sanatana Dharma has to be removed. Such kind of people should be thrown away into the Indian Ocean. They don't have a right to be on this land. And sooner or later it will happen, don't worry. Right? We are not talking about throwing away them as bodies, but their consciousness that has to be changed. And we have to assemble to protect what we have is the most sacred, is not our properties, is not our education, our culture. Our aim to go back to Krishna is the most important thing we should protect. Right? And we are all assembled here every Sunday morning to remind ourselves what is the goal of life. The goal of life is Krishna Prema, to achieve love towards God, so that we all go back to Him one day. Whenever we leave our bodies, we should remember Krishna, and Krishna will always remember us and take us back, back to God. And once we go there, then we don't have to worry about anything in life. We have no anxieties in life, right? And Bhagavad Gita, we can discuss directly with Krishna sitting in the front. Krishna, why did you tell that verse 13.2? And Krishna will explain why did he speak that, right? And it's true. And it's true. Never think God is an imagination. Don't pray thinking He exists or not. There is no point in praying to God when you have a doubt whether He exists or not. Right? We should pray that He is there, He's watching us all the time. Even right now, He's watching us from within and without. From within as Paramatma and without as Swayam Bhagavan. He's watching all of us. Every single move, every single choice we are making, He's watching all of us. And it's a responsibility to behave in a way that He watches us and doesn't get disappointed. He's proud of us for what we choose and how we live. Right? So recently, I was invited to speak in the. I was amazed that I don't know in the big convention that is happening in Kana. Yeah, Kana convention. So it happened to be a Friday, so I had to put a leave and run. So I went there and I was asked to speak about spirituality for leaders at workplace. So I don't know what I spoke. Something I spoke. There were 4 other institutional leaders who were sitting beside.
You are not recording on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that. So they have I think they should have recorded. Yeah, they were recording. But I had a good time looking at many other spiritual institutions. There's somebody sitting who was like the head of worldwide institution just beside me. And somebody else, an American sitting, he is some other institution head. It was too humbling for me. I don't know why I was chosen to go there even. I was better off being an audience. But anyway, Krishna gives a service, you should do it. So they said, remember these words. My senior godmother told me, if anybody asks you to speak about Krishna, your true humility is to go and speak. You should not say, I'm not qualified. Yes, you're not qualified. Everybody knows that. But if you are asked to speak about Krishna, you should speak. Whatever little you are asked to speak, you should speak. Right there, then and there. In office, in outside, in friends, anywhere they ask, you should go and speak. So please go and speak. Wherever you, whatever little that we listen, whatever little that we learn here, right? We can definitely repeat it to others. Can we? There's so many things we repeat. If somebody asks, repeat Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge story, and people repeat with song and background music also they repeat. Why can't you repeat Bhagavad Gita? Huh? Why can't you repeat whatever you're hearing here? Right? And there are some bold filmmakers who are coming forward and making it to save Sanatana Dharma. They are making some movies also. I humbly request, I'm not promoting movies here, but please see the movie Radhakar. Please, everybody here. Because if we don't go and encourage, how will they raise funds to make movies like that? And it's not against any religion. That movie is not against any religion. It is telling you what will happen if you are not awake. What can happen, and what has happened here in this very place we are sitting in Hyderabad, right? What happened there? I encourage all of you. Please book your tickets. Go and see. Please go and see Article 370. What happened? What happened in Kashmir? Because people are silent. And it's a very well made movie. One of the best movies I've seen. How many years I've already seen it? What do you think? देखना चाहिए सभी को? Yes, everybody. There were tears rolling in the eyes when they saw Pulgama attack again in the front of the army soldiers were killed, and the emotions that flowed. We are so fortunate that we are being guarded by such staunch soldiers at the border. And when a movie is made in glory of them, and we're sitting here and thinking, I am not finding time to go, I think that's a disgrace on our consciousness. We should go and honor them and salute them for what they have done. And we should also salute the leaders of this country who have taken the risk of their image of their next election to just make sure that the stupid article is thrown out of this country, which was making everybody handicapped to even implement justice in this country. Right? Now there is equal justice even in Kashmir, only because that is removed. Right? So it's not a political, it's not a something that is to go against any particular caste. Even Muslims are watching that movie and realizing, and there are many Kashmiri Muslims who watched that movie and told this is true. What happened is true. So please do so and take your children. There is 100 times more violence in any other South Indian movie than what you see in these movies. So don't think, oh, my children will feel. They have seen enough blood already. Don't worry. And there is no blood in this movie. It's more about patriotism and nationalism, and it's very important to protect because we have to protect our temples. We have to protect our Sanatana Dharma. So I encourage. I am planning to take my entire office team, give them free ticket, and take them to Article 370 and Razaka. I am doing that. And I've done that in the past also. Because if we as leaders, yad acharate shesha satsat devataro jana sayat pranamam kurute lokastad anuvartate. This is the shloka from Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 21st shloka, 3, 2, 1. You can remember that. And Lord Krishna is saying, whatever action a great man performs, other common people follow. If we don't perform that action, how do you expect the society to change? Put that investment, take the time, take the people, take your parents, take your relatives, take your neighbors, show them the reality. Because sometimes, unless you show, people don't understand. Sitting in our houses, we are thinking everything is going smooth. No, material world is never like that. Of course, things will change. But in our given capacity, we should support. Even Srila Prabhupada told, if there is a government which is supporting the spread of Sanatana Dharma, we are with that government. Right? We are with such leaders. No leader is perfect. The perfect leader is Lord Krishna himself. But if somebody wants to become perfect, if somebody is trying to follow that path, we should be with them. Right? Yes, bro.
Since the election dates have been announced, I hope everybody has the voter card.
Yes.
Anybody needs any help for the voter card, you can contact me. I can help you in making the voter card because that is very important. Everybody should vote that day because people don't come out and vote. So that is very important.
Yes.
And most likely today there will be a camp arranged for voter ID camp will be arranged in TNGO colony.
Where in TNGO colony?
I'm not sure, but I will inform in the group if it is finalized.
Yes.
I will inform in the group. So it is there in TNGO colony. So I'll inform about it. In the meantime, in case you need any help regarding that, you can contact me. Other thing is that since we want to political.
Everybody has their
So,
opinion.
since we have to support this BJP, in case somebody is interested to volunteer to work for the elections in whatever capacity, little capacity, whatever capacity, please, for that also I'll request you can contact me.
Yes, Anurag Prabhu, Malhotra Prabhu, and then many other Prabhujis here, JV Rao Prabhu also, Raoji also. So everybody here is, having lots of experience. They are very, very experienced in their life, and they are coming forward and doing such activities. So we as youngsters, if we want to support them by spending few hours in a week, right, not anything more, let's do that. Let's be part of the movement. At least make sure that everybody whom you see, tell them they should vote. We're not telling which party they have to vote, though we'll also tell it, but but point is, any party who is supporting Sanatan Dharma, any party who is supporting Bhagavad Gita to be taught in schools, any party which is supporting building of temples and saving our culture, we should be with that party. Any party, right? So please meet Prabhuji after, and this is something that we should actively be part of. Youngsters have to be actively part. Youth. Today, India is the only country where 55% are between the age of 18 to 26. We are the best young, powerful country on the planet. But the 18 to 26 are working in call centers and dying, or in companies and dying, or so much hectically they're working. But then, okay, your vote is very important, right? We can change this country. Don't you want a time when the call centers will move to America and they will support our companies sitting in America? You want it to be reversed or no? So that we can sleep during our daytime and they are working during the nighttime. I'm not against America or anything. But yes, we are the most developed country today in many, many ways. Right? So let us be part of the direction. Let us be part of the whole, whatever procedure the government has, we're following. Nothing illegal we are going to do. With the democracy, we will win the war. Hare Krishna. We'll win the election.
There is one more recent movie which is very good. We should promote. Basta. It exposes the left ecosystem. Like it talks
Yes,
about
I
the
heard about
Naxalites.
When has it released?
Yes, it's released.
Basta.
Basta. So
See,
how the left ecosystem works and how they brainwash the Naxals. That is what is exposed. Very brilliant movie.
we should watch. Is it in theaters or?
Yes, it's in
Okay. Basta. See, why am I saying this? Because Srila Prabhupada also, when he was spreading Krishna consciousness, he told that some people can understand the philosophy by speaking lectures. Some people understand by seeing dramas. Seeing dramas. So there are many ISKCON devotees we do dramas. We perform dramas, of some Leela of the God or anything at all, right? And even movies was a medium through which Prabhupada never said we should not attempt, is to give the message out of Krishna consciousness. And if there are any movies some people are making with the right intention, not to make money, but to spread the right message in the society, because ultimately we are using a medium, we are using a way of communication. Social media is amazing, provided you use it for amazing purposes, right? If you use it for wrong purposes, it can be most detrimental. Unfortunately, there are people who are planning to use it for wrong purposes, but the only reply to that is we using it for the right purpose. For example, why am I recording this video right now? Why am I putting this in YouTube? So people will watch. Somebody will watch. Even one person watches it and feels that yes, this is something that I should do. Then the work is done, isn't it? So we should use whatever tools and techniques, skills we have to spread the right message. And the most greatest way we can spread message is where our own behavior. Right? Our own behavior is the greatest preaching that we can do. You can talk 100 things sitting here, but after you get down, what you are is what your reality is. Right? So after you leave the satsang, the real satsang starts, where you go and you respectfully talk to people, you respectfully explain them. Don't get into arguments. People who argue will never agree. You are wasting your time with them, right? Tell them, I don't agree. Okay, please go ahead and do what you like. I have nothing against you. Do what you like. But we should do and encourage more we can. At least encourage your parents. Don't be lazy to sit in the houses. Apply leave on that day if you have to, and apply 2, 3 leaves for the country at least once in 5 years. Right? So you go and have the right leadership. Who can blame if tomorrow the whole community is destroyed? Who can blame? You have to blame yourself. Right? You have to blame yourself. Let that not happen. My humble request to everybody sitting here. Hare Krishna. So we are starting chapter 13. Haribol. Nature, the enjoyer, and consciousness. Now is the start. What we are starting is Jnana Yoga, right? Lots of knowledge. So how many of you have read a part of this chapter before coming here? Yeah, yeah. 2, 3 of you have read. Please, I request you sometimes when I say that, there is a reason because it's going to be heavy philosophy and it might be a little difficult for you to digest. If you read and come, it's easier for me to take this forward. Please repeat after me. Shloka 1 and 2, chapter 13. Arjuna Uvacha Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Kshetram Kshetrajnam Evacha Etat Veditum Ichchami Jnanam Jneyam Cha Keshava Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetram iti abhidhiyate etadyo veti tam prahu etad yo veti tam praha kshetrajna iti tadvidha. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please repeat after me. Arjuna said, oh my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti, nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, and the field, and the knower of the field, and knowledge, and the object of knowledge. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, this body, O son of Kunti, is called the field. And one who knows this body is called the knower of the field. Right? Actually, in a sense, Bhagavad Gita is over, like I said last week. 12th chapter is like done. Now you work for me, and now you do the war, and the ultimate goal is to achieve me. Krishna is very clearly told. And now Arjuna is asking technical questions. Let me understand the way we are, what we are. How should I understand these words? कि शरीर क्या होता है, आत्मा क्या होता है, right? प्रकृति का मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of nature? There are 5 things that you learn when you learn Bhagavad Gita. 5 things. Remember these 5 things. Repeat after me. Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, Karma. These are the 5 things. Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, Karma. These 5 things should be clear in your head when you finish 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara means God. Jiva means we, part of God. Right? Both are not same. Never same. We cannot become Ishvara. We are always part of Him. We come from Him. We always are His servants. So Ishvara, Jiva. Third one, Prakriti, meaning the material nature, the mother, the feminine.
Soul or body?
Soul.
Yes, Jiva is soul or body?
Soul. Prakriti. Prakriti means that which is the 5 elements, that which is Durga, that which is the whole material nature. That is called Prakriti. Right? And our body is also kind of part of Prakriti only. It comes and goes. Right? And the fourth one is Karma. Karma means activity. Activity with its actions and reactions. Right? And the fifth one is Kala, time. That force which changes everything in this world. With time, everything changes, right? Young people become old people again become young by taking another body, right? So this is part of time. Time deteriorates. Aham kalosmi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that I am that time. Right? One person he argued that God doesn't exist. अगर तू है तो यहाँ पे आ जा, मुझे दिखा अगर तू exist, वो मर गया. Okay? Krishna doesn't have to come and prove. He proved already that fellow is dead. Right? Time will remove everybody. When Krishna comes as time, He changes everything. And with every single second that we are spending, with every single day that we are spending, we are all one day closer to death. One day closer to death. Today also, if you are finishing means, we are one day closer to death. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing for a materialistic person. For a spiritualistic person, it's a good thing. because Krishna bahut ho gaya. I want to come back to you. Bahut ho gaya. But for a materialistic person, it's a very bad thing. Because all his plans to enjoy, he cannot enjoy. Right? Death can come anytime. So here I'm going to read the purport. It's very important. These first few verses, it's technical, and you have to read and understand the detail that Prabhupada has given. Translation purport by Divine Grace, E.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Arjuna was inquisitive about Prakriti, nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, Kshetra, the field, Kshetrajna, its knower, then, and knowledge and the object of knowledge. When he inquired about all these, Krishna said that this body is called the field, and that one who knows this body is called the knower of the field. So here, one thing I'll tell. So what is this body? Kshetra, made of all the elements. What are you? Kshetrajna. The one who is aware that I am in this body and this is my body. You're aware, right? This is your body. You're aware. This is my hand, this is my leg, this is my head. You're aware. So you're Kshetrajna. Kshetra is the field. Knower of the field is Kshetrajna. Right? Now you are Kshetrajna for your body. But Krishna is the Kshetrajna for all bodies. That is the difference. Right? Both are called Kshetrajna. Krishna is also called Kshetrajna. We are also called Kshetrajna. But our Kshetrajna is our jurisdiction only limited to this body. But Krishna's jurisdiction is all the bodies, all the entire Prakritis, Brahmandas, everything is part of his body. Right? From his belly, all the universes are emerging. So everything is inside him only. Nara Ayana. Ayana means inside, shelter. And Nara means all living entities. Narayana, we say that, right? Narayana, the one who gives shelter to all living entities. So Kshetrajna is understood by both. Understand? It's a little technical, but remember these words. Kshetrajna means what? Knower of the body. Who is the knower? Are you Kshetrajna or Kshetra? You are Kshetrajna. Knower of which body? This body, your own body. But Krishna is also Kshetrajna, but he is not only the knower of our single body, but all the bodies. All the bodies. That is the difference, right? There is a black room in the Amavasya night, and in that dark room where everything is painted black, there is a black ant. Nobody knows, but Krishna knows. Understood? On the day of Amavasya, on the night of Amavasya, there is a room in that everything is painted black and there is no light and there is a black ant in that darkness. Who knows? You don't know. Krishna knows because he's Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna. He knows everything. And he tells that in Gita. He tells that to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, you don't know your past birth. I know all your past births. And I know your future births also. Where you are going to take next birth also. I know. I know everything. We talk about data science and all that, right? What data science is Krishna? He knows everything. There is nothing that he doesn't know. He knows how the reactions happen, what we are going to do. What we'll do after the satsang also Krishna knows. So then, Prabhu, then what is the point of me living? What is the point of me, my free will? Everything Krishna is only doing. No. Krishna knows what you will do according to your tendencies. Please hear this attentively. Krishna knows what you will do according to your tendencies. If my tendency is to go and watch YouTube short videos, Krishna knows that. This fellow will attend satsang till 10:30, he'll have prasadam till 11 o'clock, then he'll go and watch YouTube short videos. He knows that. This is called knowing the future. This is called knowing the future. But you can surprise Krishna. That is called free will. What you can surprise Krishna? Krishna knows that you will go and watch YouTube short video, but suddenly you go to that place and say, Krishna, no, today I will not. You come back and sit and chant another 2 rounds. Krishna Vishwa Vihari. अरे मुझे भी सरप्राइज कर दे. तेरा टेंडेंसी तो ऐसे ही था. Your tendency was like this only. But free will is the greatest power that Krishna gives us. We can surprise God. We can do that. Not many times you can surprise. Sometimes you can surprise. Right? Sometimes you can surprise. But the surprise has to be to glorify Him, to come closer to Him. That's why if a living entity has to calculate according to his changing tendencies, how many lives he will take to go back to Lord Narayan? Maybe it is zillion lives. Maybe 1 million lives we have to take. right? But if you come and attend Krishna conscious classes and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you are changing the plan of your destiny. And suddenly Krishna is like, "Arey, ये तो surprise कर दिया मुझे भी." And in this life itself, you can go back to Krishna. In this life itself, you can go back to Krishna. हम लोग यहाँ पे टाइम पास नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोग बहुत बड़ा प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं. अगर आपको मालूम नहीं कि आपके लिए हम सभी लोग प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं, आपको वापस ले जाने का प्लानिंग चल रहा है यहाँ पे. Without your awareness, you are sitting here, you are hearing Bhagavad Gita, the words of God you are hearing, and by chanting the names of Krishna, you are connecting directly with Him. There is no difference, right? And then at the time of death, you will remember Krishna, or devotees will come and remind you of Krishna, and you will close your eyes. Krishna will come and take you back to God. Khatam ho gaya, khatam, pura. All other agendas are gone. It is possible in this very life. So you can change your destiny. Destiny is for materialistic people. Destiny is for materialistic people, where destiny rules them. But Krishna conscious devotee knows how to change his destiny, because all the destinies are in the hands of Krishna. Can Krishna change the destiny? Krishna can change anything. Anything can change. Yes, Prabhu.
One question and one answer out which I have which are asked by other people also. People who went there, I don't know whether they will come back again or not. And we don't know whether the world exists or not. Okay, in terms of philosophy, I'm practicing, I like it, I'm happy. But partially, this question was asked me by other people also, that we did not see that world. We are following for what is the guarantee?
So Prabhuji's question, what your name again was? Huh? Kamesh Prabhu is asking that people ask that what is the guarantee there is a spiritual world? What is the guarantee you'll go there? You are telling me all these things. पूरा ऐसे मेरे को बता रहे है ना? And what else you asked? There's one more thing you asked in the beginning.
And after from US also we can come back. But again, whichever one goes there, he doesn't come back.
He doesn't go back. Param Dhamam Paramam Mama. Krishna is saying about his Param Dhama. There is no electricity there, no bill, no maintenance.
But I was asked this question by people. I do not have an answer for that.
Does everybody understand Prabhuji's question?
Yes.
Do you have an answer for that? चुप बेटा ऐसे ऐसे मत बात करो चल चप्पल इसको. This is the famous answer our parents have given. Whenever you ask such question, चलो चलो ऐसे ऐसे बोलो क्या बात कर रहे हो भगवान के बारे में. छी फॉलो बटन अगरबत्ती जलाओ नारियल फोड़ो घंटा मारो व्रत करो यज्ञ करो लेकिन एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर मत बोलो. ये आंसर नहीं मालूम. यस प्रो.
That's what the difference between an animal and a
Human. Yes.
since we are human beings, we have that consciousness.
Yes.
Actually, think about that consciousness, see the other
Yes.
thing which is which the animals they are not able to see.
Yes. I told this answer पहले भी. मैं बोला ये आंसर. आप लोग भूल गए क्या? कोई तो याद दिलाओ. हाँ?
Three things you don't remember. Like when the body, when someone dies, then the soul will leave.
Mhm.
So where the soul is leaving. So according to that, like there will be some place, like where the soul has already resided.
But you're telling that the place is no, I don't know where. वो हवा में मिल जाएगा soul. How do you prove that place exists? How do you prove that place exists? Logically prove करना चाहिए ना. That's what Prabhuji is saying. How do you prove spiritual exists?
One thing is like Krishna himself is telling that when you once you come back, you do not return.
Yeah.
And the another thing is like you made that statement once, and I remember very fondly that with this 150 gram of brain, we cannot understand. You know, it's beyond our conception. So we have to agree to what the Lord is saying.
Yeah.
And another thing is like this question was asked to Srila Prabhupada also once that what is that guarantee? So his answer, I can remember that we are doing all these activities, we are enjoying. But what if Krishna is there? You do all kind of nonsense, and suddenly you see Krishna.
Yeah.
Then what is your answer?
Yeah.
That is what I remember.
Yes, thank you. Reminding and remembering. Thank you. Anybody else?
Prabhuji, in SSR session,
Mm.
we were discussing about ways to get the knowledge, like to approach a guru,
Ways to get the knowledge necessary. Yeah.
and why to believe in scriptures.
Correct. Why to believe in scriptures?
So we have also thought about like if we have not visited Australia or any other place, like
Yeah. How do you prove Australia exists?
it exists.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. How many of you have attended SSR? SSR. My humble request to everybody, please go and hear those lectures again. If you have attended also, again hear. Because there is so much knowledge inside there that will answer a lot of your questions. And the more number of times you hear it, the easily you can remember when somebody questions. Okay? So next 10 minutes I'll try to answer this question. Yes, slowly.
What the people generally
Yes.
they thought that what you see is believe what you see.
Believe what you see. Yeah.
Seeing is believing. That
Seeing
is
is
the concept what the people are having. So it is we may not even the our earth is round, even our there are so many planets and all of things are coming in the Google and everything. But one more thing is that trust. You are believing that earth is like this and sun is like this, all the planets are moving. But we're not seeing physically seeing everything. But
Exactly.
we're believing something which is somebody and that trust is there.
Yes.
Well, even my existence. See, I believe my mother and parents because I born in this family, in this community, my caste, my religion. Otherwise, I don't know anything because when I get as a child, nobody knows anything. But as he grows, he gets that consciousness. He understands from the people who are known to them. That was his parents. Whatever the parents say, that he believe that. And similar way, this is also.
Yeah.
Even this God is there, God is not there, but we have to trust and believe that.
Yes.
And in the trust basis, people are going into that particular, even all religions are coming and because
Yes.
of that trust.
Yes.
Otherwise, they won't do anything.
Yes. So very nicely explained, Prabhuji, that what the knowledge that we have is passed on from our parents and from their parents, and people have believed it and people have followed it. And a true, gentleman will accept it because it is coming all the way from the disciplinary succession or the family tradition. But the Prabhuji, there is one problem here. The problem is actually there are two problems. One problem is our education system that in which we have been educated is all about questioning and proving. Questioning and proving, right? It's not about following and experiencing. It's about questioning and proving. If it will follow and experience, people will not say, I'll not follow. Unless you prove, I'll not follow. That is one problem. And second is, uh, the even Vedic scriptures are not against questioning. A lot of people have created a myth that, if you come to Satsang, you can't question. If you question means you are against religion. Like that, no. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena seva. Prashna. Ask. And in fact, if you see the entire Vedic scriptures, it's all a conversation between two people. Maitreya Muni is speaking to Narad Muni in Bhagavatam. Right? Yudhishthir Maharaj is speaking to Vidura in Bhagavatam. Right? Every scripture is a conversation. Bhagavad Gita is who is speaking to whom? Sanjay is speaking to Dhritarashtra. And in that, who are the two main characters who are speaking? Arjuna is speaking to Krishna. Everything is a question and an answer. A question and an answer, which means we are not against questions. But unfortunately, because people have not passed on this knowledge properly, people don't know how to answer. Because you don't know how to answer, we are reduced to saying that, no, you believe because I believe. And current generation is not going to accept that answer. They are not going to, even though we are convinced. Actually, we are fortunate that we are convinced, but the current generation will not accept this answer. The current generation needs an answer, which has to be proven logically. Logically, it has to be proven. And the best part about AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, he exactly knew that this generation needs answers. And he brought the answers in such a way in his purports. With scientific understanding, he has proven that spirituality, God exists. Right? Now, I cannot repeat the entire SSR here, which is a long series. But straight away answering to does spiritual world exist? I explained the answer to this giving an example of gulab jamun, if you all remember now. किसी को क्लिक हुआ गुलाब जामुन? अभी एक बार ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा, बहुत दिन हो गए. Huh? So, you all know what is a gulab jamun, right? Okay, close your eyes for a minute. Everybody, close your eyes. Gulab jamun is round in shape. It is shining in all corners. It's a beautiful, tasty, nectarian juice of sugar that's flowing around it. And when it falls in your mouth, it melts like honey. And when you swallow it, your entire tongue is feasting and enjoying. It's a festival for your senses. Open your eyes. Laga gulab jamun? Laga? Huh? Now, तुम लोगों को क्यों लगा? How many felt a little bit of taste of gulab jamun in your mouth? थोड़ा तो आया ना? Like for example, इमली बोलते ही आप लोगों को you feel that, as soon as say इमली मुंह में है, feel that. Why? Because you experience the taste of इमली, right? Mirchi also, है ना? So in the same way, when I say gulab jamun, immediately you imagine gulab jamun and you also know how it tastes. Yes or no? Everybody agree with this? If I call a person from some place in the world which doesn't know what is gulab jamun, at least all the places where there is ISKCON temple, people know gulab jamun because we feed gulab jamun prasadam to everyone. Say Uganda, there is a country called Uganda. Some small town in Uganda. There is one person named I don't know. कोई नाम लगा दो. Chinku. There is one person called Chinku. Right? The Chinku in Uganda doesn't know what is gulab jamun. Then you go and tell him, Chinku, will you have gulab jamun? What is that? What is gulab jamun? What is gulab jamun? He doesn't know what is gulab jamun. But you know what is gulab jamun because you experienced gulab jamun. Is that true or not? Right? Simple logic है. इसमें science है ना? What you experience, what you will accept. Agree? Now I'm going to park this aside and ask you a question. Remember, this is the best way you can answer people, provided they give time. ऐसे आर्ग्यू करके जाने वाले को जाने दो, but अगर बैठ के सुनेगा तो उसको आंसर दो. How many of you see permanent things around you? Something that will remain forever. Just look around. What is that thing that will remain forever? कुछ है? सनमून भी रात में चले जाते हैं, फिर सुबह आता है. But Prakriti, as per the universe, even sun goes away. As per the Shastra, okay, that's a too big thing. People will tell sky will remain forever. They can say that, But how about you, your body? Is there anybody here who is going to remain forever? लगता है किसी को? Even an atheist will tell that death will come. है कि नहीं? Death will come. Huh? Even atheist. Are you agreeing on this?
Yes.
Very important point I'm again putting. Are you all agreeing that you all know that you are temporary? Are you all agreeing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Pakka. I'm going to ask this question once again. Are you all agreeing with that everything around you is temporary and you are also temporary? Are you all agreeing?
Yes.
If you don't agree, then I can't go forward.
Body is temporary.
Yes, I'm coming there. Right? Everything is temporary. You're all agreeing that. Then how come you're not thinking about death every morning? How many people got up today morning, 17th of March? Oh, मौत कब आएगा? How many thought about death today morning? बताओ. सोचा आपने सब मौत के बारे में? है ना? बताओ. जाएंगे अच्छा प्रसाद खाएंगे अच्छा क्लास सुनेंगे बर्दाश्त करेंगे टोल के बारे में. Huh? Is it not? How many thought about death? In Ram Prasad, did you think about death? No, right? Malhotra ji? Did anybody think about death? While coming here, मैं मर जाऊंगा आज मौत आने. But you all know that you will die. You all know that you will die. You just told me. अब change नहीं कर सकते आप. You told me that nothing is permanent here. You told me. When you know that everything is temporary here, everything is going to die here, how come you are not thinking about death? You see a contradiction here? Very subtle contradiction. I'm decoding the matrix. Right? You know that you're going to die, but you're not thinking about death. Because there is something inside you which is refusing to accept death. It's refusing to accept. Its nature is it never saw death. Its nature is it never saw death. But it is forcefully told that you will die. Because that something is in something that dies. What is it inside? Body. Body dies. Soul, there is no death. But soul is forced to accept that it will die. Because it is in this body. समझे? It is mentally you are being forced. मरेगा ना? हाँ मैं भी मरूँ. तू नहीं मरेगा. You will not die because there is no death for you. But because you are in this body, you are forced to accept that you will die. Simple. Put a logic around it. You know that everything is temporary. You know that this body is also temporary. You know that you will die. But something inside is not thinking about it all the time. Isn't it illogical? Illogical, isn't it? It's not. It's like in the peak winter, you come out in short clothes. क्या बोलेंगे उसको? पागल बोलेंगे ना? That means he's not accepting the nature. Right? Some contradiction दिख रहा है. यहाँ क्यों नहीं दिख रहा contradiction? That everything is temporary around you, but you're not thinking about death. Right? That means there is something inside you that is refusing to accept death. That is refusing to accept death.
But there is no death for soul.
That's what. It is refusing to accept death because there is no death for soul. Actually, we never died. But we are forced to accept that we died because every time we get a body, the body is dying. Every time we get into a body, the body is dying. बार-बार हो रहा है शायद मैं मरूंगा. तो तेरे को मौत ही नहीं है. Krishna is saying, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara. Kaumaram yavanam jara. Tata dehantaras praptir. You will get the next body. Just like you have a body from youth, from young age to youth to old age, you get another body. Don't worry. Dhiras tatranam yati. You're a dhira, you'll not get confused. Right? Very clearly still. So you accept it till here now? Yeah. So that means there is something called soul. We proved that now. There's something, you call it soul. Or some other name you want to put it. But there is something inside me which is not accepting to die. Because I'm not thinking about it. But actually, we all know that we are going to die. Sounds. So 3 things we have spoken so far. The one who experiences the taste knows what it is. Gulab Jamun example. Second thing, what did you speak? There is everything temporary around us and we are all accepting that we'll die. Third thing, what did you speak? That we are never thinking about it because there is something inside us that is refusing to accept. And okay, that something that is there inside us is all the time. The fourth one is very important. Please focus. That something that is there inside us is all the time planning for happiness and expecting only happiness. Right? All the time it is expecting happiness only. All the time it's planning for happiness only. How many of you have got up in the morning and you told yourself, today I'll be miserable. आज मैं 2 घंटा रोऊंगा. आज मैं 10 घंटा पिटूंगा. पिटूंगा. How many of you have planned for misery? Tell me, which day? You got up in the morning, today I'm going to have a mess of a day, horrible day. Yes, I'll have a horrible day. How many of you thought like that? Think about it. Come on, tell me. Logically, I'm asking.
It happens. Sometimes you have to go.
It happens, that's a different thing. But did you plan it like that? You plan it like that.
Makes you think.
No, but did you plan the day like that? Got up in the morning and said, आज मैं तड़पने वाला हूँ, आज मैं दुख होने वाला हूँ, मुझे दुखी चाहिए. प्लान तो नहीं कर रहे ना. Everybody is planning for happiness. Do you see that? Do you see that? Please meditate on this statement only. Don't think more than this. Everybody is planning for happiness. Is it true or false? Every single day, even in the jail, the kaidi, वो उस दिन बाहर आके कुछ तो आज मजा करेंगे. Even inside the jail is thinking. Even in the ICU, the patient is getting up in the morning. I'll try to find some happiness here. Our nature is to find happiness only. Do you agree? Our real nature inside is not to find misery. Our nature is to find only happiness. Do you all agree or no?
But nature is there. Many people are tending the other way.
वो गाना बना दिया ना, कभी खुशी कभी गम तररम पम पम, कभी ऐसे गीत गाया करो, ऐसे बना दिया गाना, कभी खुशी गम. That is reality of life. That I'm not telling that कभी खुशी कभी गम होता नहीं है, होता है. But what do you want? गम चाहिए? नहीं. We never ask. We never go to temple and say, Venkatesh Swami, nanu zampiyala. Right? Venkatesh Swami, colon cancer and blood cancer. Have you ever asked? Because you don't want it. You don't want it. You want to be happy. You all agree on this or no? It's a very important point. Do you all agree that by core of your nature, you only want to be happy? You all agree this? पक्का समझ गए? So 4 points मैंने बोला. First point क्या बोला? What you experience, that only you will accept. What you experience only accept. If you don't eat gulab jamun, you don't know what is gulab jamun. Simple. है ना? You have to experience it to accept. Second point, what did it tell? Everything around you is temporary. Third point, what did it tell? Something inside you is accepting, is not accepting the temporariness. That is soul. We proved it there. Fourth one, what did it tell now? Your nature is to find happiness. Now I'm going to join these 4 things. If your nature, first one, what did it tell? Unless you experienced it, you will not ask for it. You have to experience it, then only you'll. Right? What are you asking for in the 4th point? Happiness. All the time. You're accepting all the time happiness. Not little. Kabhi kabhi khushi gam gana ho. But you want happiness all the time. Is that true? Hai na? Now just combine the first point and the 4th point. Unless you have experienced a place where there was always happiness, how come you're asking for it? So, unless you have been in such a place where there was only happiness, how come your nature is to accept only happiness? You should have been in such a place. See, if you have been in a place where you are being nicely beaten every day, right? Always you've been in such a place, then that is what you will ask for every day. That's what you'll remember all the time. If you are accepting that my nature is to only find happiness, then I should have been in a place where there was only happiness, which is what is called as Vaikuntha. Why Kuntha? Kuntha means anxiety. Why means no. There is a place. There has to be a place. Otherwise, where did we get this nature from? हम किसको याद कर रहे हैं? वो उस जगह को याद कर रहे हैं जहां पे हमेशा खुशी है. इसीलिए तो हम लोग वहां पे इतना आदत पड़ गया कि यहाँ पे आके वही एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं. We are so used to living in that place for eternity that now we are in a place where we are like, Hey, I'm planning every happiness. It's unnecessary, stupid reversals are happening. I'm planning something, ulta happening. What is this? It is irritating us. Whenever our plans are being obstructed, it is giving us a lot of anger. Is it not true? We are not planning for any reversal, but reversals are coming. Because that is the nature of the material world. But we actually belong to the spiritual world where there is always happiness. And that is the reason my nature is like that.
But
Prabhu, I don't believe that exists. Arey, if you don't believe, how come a person who has tasted gulab jamun knows gulab jamun? You only accept it. Unless you taste it, you will never know it. In the same way, unless you have seen it, you will never ask for it. Simple. Your parents are telling, cinemas are telling, Ghana is telling, kabhi kabhi, kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. Then you should also plan for gum, right? You should also plan for misery, right? Why are you not planning for misery? Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. Chalo, Monday misery, Friday gum. Tuesday khushi, Thursday, Wednesday gum. ऐसा क्यों नहीं plan कर रहे? You want khushi all the 7 days. अरे कभी खुशी कभी गम. Your parents are telling, your society is telling. Still you are not planning for gum. Why? Because you don't want it. You come from a place where gum doesn't exist. You come from a place where misery doesn't exist. You are forced to accept it now, exactly like your soul is being forced to accept that death exists. So, if anybody with open mind meditates on this, this is called self-realization. You have to join all the 4 logics. Then you'll automatically understand that yes, ये तो लॉजिक ही लग रहा है मेरे को कि उनको हमेशा खुशी चाहिए, तो मैं उस जगह से आ रहा हूं जहां पे हमेशा खुशी है. अगर वहां पे भी मिजरी होता भी, our nature would be different, right? Our nature would be different. If somebody has taken birth in an anath ashram, how will he be after coming outside? He'll always be insecure. I don't know when they'll throw me out. I don't know when they. Even if you bring that anath to your house and you give adoption to that child and you make the child grow, but in the child's subconscious, always he'll think, maybe one day they'll throw me out. Because that is how he's been brought up. But if a child who has parents, we are all fortunate, Prabhus, Matajis, we are all fortunate that in this life we had parents who have taken care of us. If we are put into Anath Ashram, what will we feel? I'll go back to my house. This Anath Ashram is all nonsense. I'll go back to my house. You'll always think like that. Is that not true? How you are brought up, what you were at one time is your consciousness right now. You all accept this? We were in a place which was only having happiness. We are put in a place where we are forced to accept misery. That means that is spiritual world, this is material world. That's different, this is different. We are a fish outside the water. Fish inside the water is very happy. Nicely it's going around. But you take the same fish, put it in a golden plate. Will it tell, gold ka rate kya hai? It ask. It'll struggle. No, I will put me in water. Arey, this is golden plate. Sone ka plate. Chal, take one diamond also. What does the fish say? You put the diamond and die. Don't put me in this nonsense. Put me in the water. The fish will struggle outside the water. We are also struggling outside water because we are not supposed to be in this place. We are not supposed to be in this place. We are in this place. Forcefully, we are in this place. How many of you have taken birth here planning that I want to take birth here? How many of you chose your complexion? Can you change your complexion? Michael Jackson tried to change. Right? The complexion became very nice, but his nose went away. You can't change. Right? You can't change anything. You are thrown into this. You are thrown into this. People go on vacation, they choose where to go. Yeah? I want to go to Sri Salem. I want to stay in this resort. I want to stay beside the river. I will eat this. I will also go to the temple. You're choosing, you're making all the plan. Did you make that plan when you came here? I want to take birth in this house. My height should be this much. My figure should be like this. My complexion should be like this. I should have this much money. Did you plan all that? क्या प्लानिंग? आपको फेंका गया यहाँ पे. देखते हैं ना? निकाल के. यहाँ पे, ये यहाँ पे. सड़ वहाँ पे. That's all. You have been thrown here. You are not on a vacation. I'm sorry. This life is not a vacation. It's a punishment. यहाँ पे फेंका गया आपको. समझे? We should understand that. If somebody is saying live life king size, एकदम cool, वो पागल ही सोचेगा ऐसे. And you've been thrown here, right? Yeah, positive attitude is good. Positive attitude of finding happiness even in such situation is good. We're not telling that stay there and cry all the. उनको फेंक दिया, मैं क्या करूँगा बाहर जाके? ऐसा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Accept the way world is, but understand what this world is. समझ रहे? Why a spiritual person is always happy? Because he knows there is no happiness here. उसको मालूम है कुछ नहीं है, पागल है. Right? कोई बोलेगा कि अरे प्रभु जी जल्लापुर में इस तरफ राइट नहीं दे क्या, जिससे लोग प्रभु जी मस्त लैंड आ रहा, प्रभु खतरनाक बिल्ला वहां पे एकदम मस्त रहता प्रभु जी, तो इंटीरियर पागल. It's not that I'll not buy them, I'll buy, but I know that that will not be a source of happiness. That cannot be a source of happiness. समझ रहे हैं ना? It cannot be. Because you know the reality of this world, right? Prabhuji, you bought that villa, right? 4 crores you bought, right? Prabhuji, 22 crores, Prabhu, 22 crores. Kal registration hai. Tomorrow is going to get registered. What a benefit. But the devotee knows. I'll register there and one medical report will come. You have colon cancer. There are 3 दिन बाकी है. Mera bhai is good. He knows. There is no point in planning in this world. सिर्फ पागल लोग यहाँ planning करते हैं. Only fools plan more than needed in this world. How much you have to plan? आहारा, निद्रा, बाया, मैच. इतना planning बहुत है. खाना मिलेगा. इधर सोनेगा, उधर सोनेगा. बच्चा पैदा करना, हाँ, शादी करना. और क्या? आहारा, निद्रा, बाया. थोड़ा प्रोटेक्शन ठीक है, जॉब कर ले, थोड़ा पैसा रहेगा, उतना ही प्लानिंग करना. उससे ज्यादा प्लानिंग तो पागल है. Because birth and death is like 2 sides of a bridge. You're starting from this side of the bridge to that side of the bridge. In between is what? A bridge. Bridge is to take you from point A to point B. है ना? कोई ब्रिज पे घर बनाता क्या? कोई ब्रिज पे घर बनाता तो क्या बोलते हैं? महापागल बोलते हैं उसको, है कि नहीं? नहीं, ब्रिज पे गेटेड कम्युनिटी में घर चाहिए, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? क्या बोल, कुछ नाम दो ना. महामूढ़ा बोलते हैं. हाँ, उस फ्लैट में मेरे को इंटीरियर्स बहुत अच्छे चाहिए, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? है ना? प्रभु जी, the one who understands spiritual life is very focused in life. Become very focused in life. And he is very clear. There is spiritual world, there is material world. I have the vision to see it. Shastra is saying so. There are so many proofs in the Shastra which are telling that how the future will be. Predictions are already given. All that is coming true. I already have a scripture which is more or less proving everything. So why don't I follow the code of God and lead a life helping others, lead a life helping yourself, and be in reality, not in any illusion. Be practical and plan to go back to Krishna. Yes, bro. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
20%, 10%?
No, yeah.
Yes. But don't think you can answer your friend. This is only for our self-realization, right? I told the entire answer to one fellow. He said, "बहुत अच्छा बोला." Then he went and did the same nonsense. So, Prabhu, spirituality is only for the people who are inquisitive. Bahunam, repeat after me. Bahunam janmanam ante, ज्ञानावान माम प्रपद्यते, वासुदेव सर्वैति, समहात्मा, सुदुर्लभ. दुर्लभ मतलब क्या? ऐसे महात्मा बहुत दुर्लभ होते हैं. कृष्ण इस टेलिंग बहुनाम जन्मना मानते. बहुनाम बहुत सारे जन्मों के बाद, बहुत सारे जन्मों के बाद एक आदमी बालकनी में बैठ के सोचता मैं क्या कर रहा हूं यहाँ पे. बहुत जन्मों के बाद, तब तक वो उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। शादी कर रहा है, कमा रहा है, कार खरीद रहा है, मर रहा है, अपने इज लिविंग प्रॉपर्टीज फॉर हिज ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन, यस आई हैव डन समथिंग इन लाइफ, फिर कुत्ते की तरह पैदा हुआ, फिर वही किया, फिर गधे की तरह पैदा हुआ, फिर इंसान की तरह पैदा हुआ, फिर काम किया अमेजोन में, ये क्या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में और किसी कंपनी में, फिर डिग्री आ गया, आईएसबी में भी डिग्री आ गया, फिर क्या किया, कुत्ते की तरह पैसे कमाया, दे दिया, कुत्ता पैसा नहीं कमाता, सॉरी, इंसान की तरह पैसा कमाया, बच्चों को जिंदगी में किया, फिर बीवी चिल्लाई, क्यों तेरे पर चिल्लाना, ठीक है चिल्ला, फिर बालकनी में बैठा, तब सोचा मेरे साथ हो क्या रहा है, क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ। तब एक मच्छर को देखता हूँ, ऐसे आके बैठते हैं, खून चूस रहा, तब अपना प्रीवियस लाइफ याद आता, मैं भी चूस रहा था। तब यहाँ पे जोर से सभी लोग चिल्लाते, जोर से बोलो, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वो बालकनी में बैठे उसको सुनाई दिया मच्छर के साथ, क्या चल रहा है कम्युनिटी में, कोई हरे कृष्णा बोल रहा, चल मैं जाके सुनता हूँ, बहुत हो गया, बहुत हो गया, हाँ? So then he comes to the class and then he gets a jnana from Bhagavad Gita. बहुनाम जन्मानामान्ते ज्ञानावान माम प्रपद्यते, वो मेरे से हुआ ज्ञान सुनेगा और मेरे बारे में समझेगा। He will then come to this point. Lot of people will not come. You come? नहीं है, क्योंकि उनका और बैटिंग बॉलिंग बाकी है। हम लोग कौन है जो पिट चुके हैं, बहुत बुरी तरह से पिट चुके हैं, आईसीयू में एडमिट होना पड़ा, इसीलिए यहाँ पे आए। बहुत ट्राई किया, बहुत ट्राई मारा सर, बात ट्राई इतना मस्त एंजॉयमेंट చేస్తున్నా, नीट की टमाटा बटर प्रभु जी आ जाओ सत्संग बैठो, राइट, क्या मालूम तुम्हें? हाँ, तो यहाँ पे बहुनाम जन्मनामान्ते ज्ञानवान माम प्रपद्यते। सो ज्ञानवान starts hearing from me, and after hearing many things, lot of philosophy, this philosophy, that dvaita advaita vishtadvaita achintya veda veda, so many shastras, niti shastras, samhitas, puranas, you know, itihasas, vedas. Great acharya said, Shankaracharya, सर्व उपनिषदों गावो दोग्ध गोपालनंद पार्थो वत्स सुधीर मुक्ता गीता दुग्ध गीता मृतम। अरे पागल, क्या पड़ेगा शास्त्र इधर उधर भटक भटक के, गीता सीख ले। It has everything that you have to understand in one single place. भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम मूढ़मते। अरे पागल, शास्त्र ग्रामर ये सब पढ़ना बंद कर, आके भज गोविंद कर, खत्म, तेरा कंक्लूजन ही है। The conclusion of all Vedas, Vasudeva Sarvaiti Samatma Sudurlabha. The one who understands that Vasudeva is Sarva Iti. Everything starts at him, everything ends at him. The one who understood finally this, Samahatma Sudurlabha, such a person is very rare. So if all of us are regularly here coming, that means you're not ordinary people. I'm not praising you for the heck of it. I'm telling you, you're not ordinary. बहुत पिट के यहाँ पे आए हो, बहुत जन्मों में हो गया, आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है कि यहाँ कुछ नहीं है, nothing else. And slowly your life will teach you. As you go through difficulties and reversals in life, then you'll understand. अरे मैं क्या planning कर रहा था? Many people who die on their deathbed have a regret that they have not done the right thing in their life. Many people, right? Even materialistic people, they say that I should have spent some time with my family. पागल की तरह, कुत्ते की तरह काम कर रहा था, right? Even they say that. What is that guy's name? Jack Ma, the person who started Alibaba, multi-billionaire. He is sitting in front of all the employees and said, I regret one thing, that I should have spent more time with my family. I have no family now. Because you realize that only when you reach there. The richest person is alone in his big car. He's alone. Right? But true richness is when we all sit in the bus and go to Bidar chanting Hare Krishna. You know? That is richness. सत्संग ही सबसे बड़ा धन है. सत्संग ही सबसे बड़ा खुशी का प्लेस है जहां से खुशी मिलती है. जिसके पास सत्संग नहीं है वो सबसे सबसे गरीब इंसान है. सबसे गरीब इंसान है कि कितने लोग हर संडे को प्रसाद खा रहे बताइए गुरु जी. कितने लोग खा रहे? हम लोग खा रहे. अरे हमारा किस्मत है, किस्मत है. ये प्रसाद जोमेटो टोमेटो में नहीं मिलता. ये प्रसाद सत्संग में आने से मिलता. Today we have a wonderful satsang actually. Not this satsang. After this satsang, we have an evening satsang. His Grace Radhesham Prabhu, my Siksha Guru, is coming to the center and is going to speak for 2 hours. Here, Bhakti Center. You can go. You can say Bhakti Center Gachibowli.
I'll just share
Yes,
the
you
link.
come there. No? Yeah, share the link. Please, everybody come. He's amazing personality. And I asked him to talk on one topic: how to increase faith on God. भगवान के ऊपर श्रद्धा कैसे बढ़ाए? Belief कैसे बढ़ाए? How to increase that belief that we remember God all the time. There used to be a king, Indradumna. Very, very opulent king. And that king, in the next birth, he took birth as an elephant. And that elephant was a king of the elephant, king of the jungle. He had like 20 wives, or I don't know, 100 wives. All elephants and lots of children. He was honored wherever he walks. Not like this kind of elephant. Really strong and really opulent and very muscular. And everybody used to praise that elephant. Even Devatas used to look, what a species, what a body, what a understanding. And it had like command karta tha, it will tell and everything will happen. That elephant, when it went to take bath, along with its wives, then came a crocodile. It caught that elephant's leg and started dragging that elephant into the ocean, into the river. The elephant was like elephant is so big, but in the water, elephant is not as powerful as a crocodile. Elephant's power is outside the water. Crocodile's power is inside the water. So it caught its leg, it was pulling inside, and the elephant, whom we all know as Gajendra, was struggling and looking at that crocodile. All his wives ran away. All his sons ran away into the shore. He was the only one who was stuck in the river. And he was like, please, leave me. No, he's kicking it, pulling it. The more he was pulling, the more the crocodile was pulling inside. Devatas are watching. His wives were watching. His children were watching. Everybody were watching. इज्जत भी जा रहा था उसका वहां पे. The one who is honored, dishonor is worse than death. The one who is honored, dishonor is worse than death. And he was being dishonored there. He was being pulled to death, and death is right in front of him. If he just gives up, death is there. He just has to give up. Death is there. No, I don't want to give. How many of your leg was in such situation? You can't imagine, right? It's pulling you to death right in front of you. You're going to die. Death is right in front of you. And he's pulling, and nothing is happening. Day, night, month, year. 1,000 years it was pulling. 1,000 celestial years. There's no hope. You might think, 1,000 years कैसे हो सकता है? हो सकता है. Right? That was the power of that elephant also. Not ordinary elephant. आजकल के elephant 2-3 hours में दे देते. That was Gajendra, not ordinary elephant. And pulling it. Then he was a devotee in past life. He was a devotee as a king, Indradumna. And as a devotee, he learned shlokas. Like we are learning Bhagavad Gita here. He learned shlokas. The best part about learning shlokas, Sanskrit shlokas, you'll remember them in next life also. If you learn the shloka and understand the meaning of the shloka, next life, even in whatever body you are, you'll immediately, as soon as you hear it, you'll immediately get attracted. You'll learn it also. You'll learn it also. And Gajendra was such a great king in the past life that God made him remember even in an animal body all the shlokas. And he started chanting, "Hey Narayan, where are you? Please come and save me. I'm going to, I'm seeing death in front of me." Gajendra Moksha Kshotra. You should hear and chant that. It's a beautiful saga of prayers. We should learn it, and when we are in difficulty, we should read that entire chapter. Okay? In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is there. It goes to a point where he's glorifying Lord Narayan and he's asking for help. But slowly it goes to a point where he stops asking for help. He just says, "Okay, Narayan, my life is getting over now. But I have not had your darshan. I have not had your darshan. Please give me darshan once. I don't want you to save me in this situation. Let me die. Death is going to come anyway one day. But I want to offer you something before I die. Give me one chance to offer something before I die." Narayan is sitting in the Vaikuntha, is looking at this situation of his devotee. And his wife, Lakshmi Devi is sitting beside him saying, "Go. He's calling you." Because Gajendra was not having a doubt. Gajendra did not have a doubt, did Krishna exist or no. Gajendra prayers were with a clear faith that Krishna exists. There's a difference, bros. You go to Tirupati thinking Balaji exists or no. You go to any Dham, Rameshwaram, thinking, did Ram exist or no? You go to a temple and say, "If you exist, this is my prayer." In the subconscious, the day we accept, the day we realize God exists, our prayers will be different. We are still in that doubt, शायद है, शायद ये रूप में है, वो रूप में है, शायद है, energy है, शायद. We are in that शायद. I'll tell you an example, allegoric example. Just imagine you're walking in that new road, that the TNG colony के बाद वो नया road है ना, to directly connecting to the main road. You seen that big road?
Yes.
Huh? You've seen that. Night 2 o'clock, you're walking on that road. Nobody is there. Alone, you're walking. Just imagine, you're walking on that road, nobody is there, and suddenly, two huge guys start walking behind you, and they're trying to come closer to you, and you're walking fast, and they're trying to come closer to you. They're very close to you. They can do anything to you now. They can rob you, they can beat you, they can abuse you, and nobody's there on the road. And you are totally scared. Next moment, what is going to happen? They're very close to you. They're literally few feet away. And suddenly you see there is a police inspector standing with a gun in his, in his belt. He's just standing there. Little far away, you saw. What will happen to all your fear? How will you walk there? Not all Sanjay. Yes or no? Till that moment, you were totally in fear of death or anything. As soon as you saw that police officer, you didn't even talk to the police officer. Maybe he's from drama company holding a plastic gun. You don't know. You don't know. But you saw that police officer there. As soon as you saw that police officer, immediately your back became straight and you're like, nothing will happen. Prabhu, that is called faith. Are we seeing Krishna everywhere? And if we see God, how will our faith be? In any situation, kuch bhi ho jaye. I am chanting Hare Krishna, take care of it. How many have that faith? Should develop that faith. You have faith, little faith. Should develop that faith. Faith is like business. थोड़ा कैश डालो, बहुत ज़्यादा कैश वापस आता है. Anyway, put a little faith, attend satsang, your faith will increase. We should go to that point where we know that Krishna is there, of this there is no doubt. And then our behavior in our life also will change. We will not do bad things. We will not use bad words. Because Krishna is watching it, Baba. It's not like, satsang mein sabka kalyan ho, bahar jao, sab chhado maro. ऐसे बाहर जाके गाली गलौज करते हो, सत्संग में अच्छा अच्छा बात करते हो. समझ रहे? A true devotee will not do that because he knows Krishna is here also, Krishna is there also. भगवान हर जगह पे. You'll always carry it. That's called faith. Right? You should develop the faith. Gajendra had that faith. Krishna, you are there. I'm calling you now. You're there. Of this there is no doubt. Is not Gajendra is not thinking, Krishna, if you are there, come and save me. Krishna, why don't you come, Baba? You're there now. Just come. The calling had so much power in it that Krishna actually heard. Krishna actually was called, like, just imagine you're sitting in a balcony, right? Bhavna Mataji is sitting in the balcony, and I go down to the Bhavna Mataji, she can't ignore her. I'm calling with her name, looking at her. Or even if I'm not looking at her, I'm calling her name. Gajendra was not seeing Krishna. He was only seeing sky. He was seeing sky only. Same sky that we all can see. Can you see the sky? Same sky Gajendra was seeing. But he was sure that Narayan is there. We are not sure. That is the problem. He was clearly sure Narayan is there. And what did he do? Okay, Narayan, you are busy. You don't want to come. But here is my offering before I die. In this body, thank you for everything that you've given me. Here is a flower. He wrapped that flower in his trunk. He holded that flower right up in the air. He said, Narayan, this flower is for you. This flower is for you. Whether you accept it or not is your free will. But I am your devotee forever. Thank you. And he started going down in the water. He started going down in the water. The trunk was going down in the water. The flower was almost going to go down in the water. And Narayan told Garuda, you sit behind me. Tera speed zyada nahi hai. The speed at which you can go is not enough for me to reach him. My flower is going into the water. I can't. My devotee is leaving. Now I have to go and catch him. Right? Before the flower went into the water, Narayan came like a flash from that very sky. Just imagine Narayan coming here from that very sky. On Garuda. He's coming. And he's telling, I'm running. Garuda is like, I'm your driver. That's okay. Today you're not. I have to drive. Because my devotee is calling me. Lakshmi Devi is like, chappal to pehen ke jao. Chappal gaya bhaad mein. Lakshmi Devi is telling, oh, wear chappal. I don't have time. He is time. Aham kalosmi. He is time. And he's telling, I don't have time. Because that is the ecstasy. In ecstasy, God forgets that is God. He can stop time. He can just stop time like that. And that crocodile can be like that. Gajendra can be like that. He can stop everything, right? He didn't stop. Because that is Leela. He just rushed there and pulled that flower from his trunk. And he said, I love you. That is a flower. And he pulled Gajendra out, sent his Sudarshan, cut the mouth of the crocodile, and Gajendra walks out of the place and he thanks Krishna. Thank you for saving me. But thank you for giving darshan. Not for saving me. Anyway, death will come again. Thank you for giving. That's called faith in God. The day our prayer is done with faith that He actually is there, without any doubt that He is there or not, our behavior will change. Our behavior will change. If I am not behaving like a devotee sometimes, that only means that I don't believe in God as much. As simple as that. Right? When I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, that means I should do it with faith. And when I do it with faith, then the mantra also works. All the bad habits go away like this. All the attachments go away like this. All the unnecessary things will go away like this. All the desires in your heart will change. All the desires for future will change. Right? All your priorities will change. All your priorities will change. And the whole world will start helping you. Whole world will start helping you. It will start helping you. It is testing you right now because you don't have faith. The day you have faith, can't Narayan fix your boss? He is the Parama boss. He can fix anybody. He can fix everybody. Right? When you want money, can't Narayan supply that money? There was a devotee called Srivas Thakur. And Lord Krishna, when he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to his house. He said, Srivas, go out and work. All the time you're doing bhajan only. Srivas said, Mahaprabhu, why should I work? I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I'm making everybody chant Hare Krishna Mantra. I'm hosting satsangs in my house. Why should I work? Hare Srivas, you have children, you have wife. Like that I did. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did you just do? What do you mean by? Can everybody do once, 3 times? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what do you mean? Do it again. Hare, what do you mean? What do you mean by doing this? And Srivas told, Mahaprabhu, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am worshipping Swayam Narayan. I am worshipping Lord Krishna. On the clap of 3, if Krishna doesn't provide for my family, I will tie a rock to my legs and I'll pull myself into Ganga and die. I'm 100% sure. Before 3 claps, everything will be provided to me. Because I'm your devotee. That was the faith. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried looking at the faith. She asked, what kind of a faith you have in me? What kind of a faith is this? You don't have any fear. Why should I fear? Hare, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why should I fear? I'm serving you. You will take care of my family. Why should I take tension of my family? Why should I take care of, worry about my sons settling down in life and my daughter settling down in life? I don't want to take care of anything. I have full faith in you. I am serving you. Khatam, there ends the buck. And that was Tukaram Maharaj. Tukaram Maharaj had full faith in Narayan. His wife gave him clothes to go and sell. He distributed clothes and came back. Hare, what kind of business is this? Any business she asked him to do, he'll go and do exactly reverse. Hey, what do you do? Narayan is there. Okay, you go and write your bhajans. You're not fit for doing business. I will take care of the business. He was fully believing in Krishna. You think Krishna will not provide? Krishna is there, Bhagavan. Hey, Bhagavan. हम लोग यहाँ मजाक करने के लिए बैठे हम लोग यहाँ पे भगवान की श्रद्धा बढ़ाने के लिए बैठे At least once in a week, sit down and focus and increase your faith in Krishna. Bhagavad Gita कब समझोगे? Okay, if he is there, he would have told, and if he told, if it is understandable, understand. Okay, Prabhu, next sloka. What is the point? What is the point of reading and understanding Bhagavad Gita if you don't have faith in Krishna? People talk about spirituality. People talk about meditation. People talk about experience. People talk about vibrations. People talk about atmosphere. People talk about nature. People talk about yoga. People talk about breathing. They don't talk about Krishna. Who is the source of everything? What yoga are you talking about? What meditation are you talking about? What is the point of having such kind of spiritual institution saying that it is spiritual when you don't even believe the source of all spirituality is Krishna? समझ a धंधा चल रहा है बाहर. In the name of spirituality, business is going on. Business. They won't give you what you need. They have to give you Krishna. They have to make you remember Krishna, increase your faith in Krishna. Our satsang here is not to finish Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita cannot be finished. How can you finish something that cannot be finished? Our goal here is to understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita. Today we have not done one shloka, we have done 700 slokas. If you understand the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to prepare ourselves to go back to God. Is to perform a duty according to the willingness of God. Is to offer everything that we have for the happiness of God. Is to offer our sharira, our atma, right? Our thoughts, everything for God. That's it. That is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. And that's exactly what Arjuna did. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he said, okay, done. No more questions. Tell me which project to finish, I'll finish it. Whether billing happens or not. I am here to finish. Kisko done? Next. Guru, उड़ गया. Next. Grandfather, उड़ गया. Next. Brother, उड़ गया. Next. Hare, you're killing Guru, you're killing brothers, you're killing your grandfather. What are you doing? No. Krishna told, they are all souls. In this body, they are my grandfather. In this body, they are my Guru. But actually, they are souls. He is telling. And he is also telling he is going to take care of the baggage. Aham tam sarvapapebhyo mokshayashyami ma sucha. I am taking care of all the baggage. Don't worry. Lage raho yuddha mein. Right? So we should also be prepared to live a life following the principles of Krishna with full faith in Krishna. Give Krishna to others, but give it with your behavior, not with your words. What I am to request is, take prasadam from here, little bit also. Bring a small dabba. Can you all bring a small dabba? इतना स्टील का डब्बा लेकर आना पक्का. वो हाथ उठा रहा. स्टील का डब्बा लेकर आना. Take this much steel dabba prasad. I'll order some more. Next week onwards I'll order some more. Give that to everybody in your house. And change will come. कृष्णा को लेके जाओ. यहाँ से कृष्णा को वहां लेके जाओ. भगवद गीता के रूप में तो लेके जा रहे हो. प्रसाद के रूप में भी लेके जाओ. And घर में दो. Every Sunday they'll start waiting for that. Trust me. You do it for 10 Sundays, 11th Sunday they'll ask, आज नहीं जा रहे हो क्या? They'll wait for that. Give it. Give to your neighbor. 2 neighbors you target. Left side, right side. 2 डब्बे लेके जाओ. छोटे छोटे डब्बे लेके जाओ. प्रसाद भरो. आज सत्संग का प्रसाद. Can you do that? Can you all do that? गलत तो नहीं कर रहे हो ना? प्रसाद ही दे रहे हो ना? दे दो. आप ही का स्पॉन्सर्ड प्रसाद है. दे दो. आप ही लेकर आओ. Give to your roommates. Here is. Don't come. After that they'll tell. Can I also? No, you can't. I'll bring prasad. I want to come. Make them desperate to come here. Right? Give them prasad. One Mataji in America, she had 2 small children. She used to cook prasad, special prasad on Sunday for Jagannath. 16 items, 20 items she'll prepare. With full faith, she used to offer it to Jagannath. Full faith. Jagannath, please honor this bhoga from me. I'm not qualified to cook for you, but here is Tulsi. I'm keeping it. Please, my Gurudev, please offer it to Jagannath. Please. And I'm going to send this prasad to my neighborhood. Everybody who eats this prasad should become a devotee. Please. And that's all was her preaching. She would make all those items. She'll take a nice plate, keep all those little. She used to call her 2 children. Give this in that flat. Give this in this flat. Give this in this house. Give this in this house. Give this in this row house. That's all she did. And just a matter of 1 year, that entire neighborhood became devotees. Entire neighborhood. Because she had so much faith in Krishna. She had so much faith in Jagannath. Jagannath actually touched it. Chal, sabhi band bajega. So he made everyone a devotee. And then Satsang started. She did this for many months. And then her husband started Satsang. And when he invited, how many came? All those houses which got prasad came to the house to hear satsang. Huh? And I was one of those families. I've seen that happening. I've seen that happen. Right? Windsor Gardens, what is it? Buckminster Road, 200 Buckminster Road, Norwood, Massachusetts, 02062. That's the pin code. That's the colony I'm talking about. I was part in that colony. In front of my eyes, one Mataji made the whole street into devotees. That's called faith in Krishna. No Shastra, no Shastra, सिर्फ प्रसाद. प्रसाद का इतना पावर होता है. Provided we give it with faith. We give it with faith. Right? Do it. Already prasad is being made here, brought here, offered and brought here. So do it. And you can melt hearts with giving prasad. Please take, always tell, Malhotra ji takes it to his house. मेरे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. घर लेके जाओ. यहाँ भी खाओ, लेके भी जाओ. और ज़्यादा बनवाते हैं ना. यहाँ के लोगों को बन. There are people waiting. Do you know that?
Yes.
They're all waiting outside. Do you know that? They're waiting. And you are doing that another. Prashadda, not another. Prashadda. I encourage all of you. Please keep a fixed amount in your income. So this is for this purpose. This for this purpose. हर एक अभी आके इतना इतना मुझे मत दो. हर महीना दो. हर महीना. जब भी कुछ अच्छा होता है और एक्स्ट्रा दो. पूरा पैसे किधर जा रहे हैं? प्रसाद पे तो जा रहे हैं. Right? Chakrapani Prabhu's number Prabhuji has. If you're not given this month, do it. And do it in a nice way, benevolently. And if there is left more, what do? We'll use it on yatras. We'll use it for more prasad. है कि नहीं? प्रसाद कभी बचता है, बचने का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. Get your little dabbas, take it to your house also. Will we all do that? Hare Krishna. So today we only did 2 slokas. Sorry about it. It has 2. 1 or 2, I don't know.
First shloka is two, yes.
First sloka has 2 slokas.
Yes.
Kshetra, Kshetragya, but we stopped in between. So we will go, but my humble request is please read the chapter and come so that we'll go very fast next week. Go till Jnana Gneya, that which is knowledge, that which has to be knowable. Till there we can go very fast. Kshetra, Kshetragya will finish very fast. Yes, bro.
Sorry to ask.
No, yeah, go ahead.
So, this one.
What is the time? What is the time?
10:25.
Achha, quick answer.
Just discussing my realization about this chapter. It is a monster for me. So, Kshetra, Kshetragya, how is the name has started on it? I'm feeling hungry. But there is something in me which is telling me I'm hungry. So, this body and that realization I'm hungry. Are Kshetra and Kshetragya, can I correlate that?
Yes. Your Kshetra is telling it's hungry. As Kshetragya, you are putting an effort to get it food. Car and you. Car will tell, the meter will tell, na, petrol ho ja raha hai. What do? You go and put petrol in it. So body is telling you, petrol ho ja raha hai. Abhi time ho gaya breakfast ka. Break the fast. Right? So yeah, you're right. Kshetra, Kshetragya. Kshetragya means what? The knower of the body. Kshetra means the field of activities, which is your body. Which is your body. Right? Kshetra, Kshetragya. Jnana means what? Knowledge. Jnaya means that which is knowable, that which has to be known. Everything doesn't have to be known. Knowledge is everywhere, but something is very important to be known. What is Jnana? What is Jnaya? Arjuna is asking very technical questions. What is Prakriti? What all Prakriti includes? Not only the 5 elements, there are many more things. 26 elements are there, which Krishna will explain in this chapter. What are those 26 things in the Prakriti? Right? Senses, working senses, sense objects, 3 modes of material nature, desires, mind, 5 elements. Right? Everything together is 26 elements. He explains. And how these all things are working together, what exactly is happening. He gives a full understanding of the world, how it is functioning. Beautiful chapter actually. And then he explains what is knowledge and what is important to be knowable. What has to be known. Gneya. Jnana and Gneya. We'll go into all that. Actually, I was planning to go, but I don't know where I got diverted. No, your question. Yeah, your question was nice.
It's important we discuss the
Yeah.
basics.
But do you all know how to answer now if anybody says the spiritual world exists? क्या करना है? एक गुलाब जामुन बनाओ उसके मुंह में डाल दो बस. भगवान को ऑफर करो मुंह में डाल. No, I don't believe. एक और बनाओ एक और मुंह में डाल. Keep putting the gulab jamun until he says, "Hey." चल बंद कर. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Hiranyakashi Purvakshana. Shilakanchana Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho. Yato yato yami tato Narasimho. Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapate. Abhakara Kamala Bharenaka Madhuta Shinda Karika Hiranyakashipu Anubhinga Keshavadruta Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Abhakara Kamala Bharana Adhuta Shringa Karika Hiranyakashipu Anubhinga Keshavadruta Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadruta Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadruta Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimha कैलाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की 13 चैप्टर की, ताई गौर प्रेमानंद, ऑल assembled devotees की जय, ताई गौर प्रेमानंद। Hare Krishna. So, yeah, so I have a quick request for